The mountain roads of Corsica echo to the distinctive engine note of the handsome Impreza, Subaru's entry into the World Rally Championship, campaigned by Colin McRae as he pursued a second world crown to add to his 1995 title in the face of the toughest competition the championship has seen for some time. The reason that the competition this year is so intense may have a lot to do with the new regulations which came into force for the start of the season. Rules which have allowed manufacturers the greatest freedoms since the supercar heyday. What attracts them to competition in the first place is precisely the same expectation that created motorsport as a sales demonstration technique 100 years ago. Win on Sunday, sell on Monday.
When we won in Corsica this year, they couldn't get enough of the turbo model Subaru in the country, and they had long waiting lists for them and everything, so it did have a direct, immediate effect.
By making it easier and cheaper for a manufacturer to take part, and by allowing the championship to demonstrate a favoured showroom model in the best possible light, the new rules are clearly good news in the boardroom. But do they make sense on the ground to the engineers?
I think we've got it just right with the rules. There's enough freedom that you can take a reasonable base model and turn it into a competitive car. And you don't have to design, you don't have to compromise your road car design in order to make a competitive rally car. Under the old homologation regulations, really, to be competitive, you had to sort of distort the specification of the road car to get the right size turbocharger, the right size intercooler and so on, things that you didn't really need on the road car but you had to have for competition. All those things now have been overcome, so you can take a road car that's been designed to be a good road car and you can turn it into a good rally car.
The new rules require that the external appearance is virtually the same as the showroom model. But the differences are immediately clear when you look under the skin of the Impreza and find it's all very familiar Group A kit. Where Group A regulations allowed small changes to be made to cars which have to be available to the public in the showroom, thereby forcing manufacturers into short, unprofitable production runs, the new rules are based on large production families of cars built in runs of at least 25,000, to which considerable changes can be made. Given that starting point, the manufacturer, usually in conjunction with a specialist engineering company like ProDrive, can add four-wheel drive, a 2-litre turbocharged engine, and all the electronic bells and whistles. That brings in the engine management, electronic diffs and sequential gearboxes, and even basic engine details like inlets and manifolds can be redesigned, although the 34mm inlet restrictor is mandatory and restricts output to a theoretical 300 horsepower.
Basically, it's very much the same as the old car. Obviously, it's a bit wider, the suspension's a bit different, we've got new dampers. To drive the car, it feels a bit different, but you do know it is a Subaru.